love slow cooking more than probably anybody else I know, so today I'm sharing 6 dump and go recipes with you. These are recipes that you seriously dump the ingredients into your slow cooker. You could be gone all day and then you'll come home to a delicious meal to enjoy. Let's get to my kitchen. I'm so excited to start slow cooking with you. To kick us off today, we are making these Hawaiian pork chops. This one's a little bit different, but it is so good. We're getting started on the Hawaiian sauce first. So it's a half a cup of soy sauce, fourth a cup of ketchup, then add in a third a cup of brown sugar. You're also going to add in the juice from a can of pineapple slices. I do want to let you know, if you don't want to do this with pork chops, you could always do this with chicken breast, chicken thighs. You could do this with like a pork tenderloin. It will work super well, but just whisk this sauce together super well. Now we're getting started on a cornstarch slurry. This will help slightly thicken up the sauce. So in this little cup, I have a half a cup of some water, and then I added in 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Just whisk it together till the cornstarch is, combined with the water and it is smooth. Now back over to the Hawaiian sauce we just made. Just add that cornstarch slurry right to the sauce. Give it a little stir, and this sauce is just like, it is so good for this recipe. But grab a slow cooker, spray it with nonstick spray for easy cleanup in the end. Then you're going to add half of the Hawaiian sauce we just made up to the bottom of your slow cooker. Then add in a half a can of pineapple slices. We're kind of layering this at this point. And then after that, you're going to add in about 2 pounds of boneless pork chops. And then over the top of the pork chops, you're going to add the rest of the Hawaiian sauce. Then add the rest of the pineapple slices. Cook this on low for about 5 to 6 hours, or cook it on high for 2 hours. Once your pork chops are like fall apart tender, you could serve this up. We serve this over a bed of white rice. We like to pour plenty of that Hawaiian sauce over the top just because it is so good. The pork chops are so tender. That pineapple is delicious. We love eating like the pineapple on the side. We also serve this with steamed green beans. Now we're getting started on the slow cooker barbecue chicken. I was talking to a girl the other day and she had never made slow cooker barbecue chicken. So now that is what we are making. I have made this like 100 times. I love slow cooker barbecue chicken, but just add about 1.5 pounds of chicken breast to your slow cooker. Add about a third a cup of Italian dressing over the top and a half a cup of barbecue sauce. Any brand or any type of those 2 dressings and barbecue sauces will do, but cook this on low for about 5 to 6 hours. Once your cooking time is up, just shred your chicken up in your slow cooker, or you could shred it off to the side, then add it back in your slow cooker, to absorb the juices. But we served ours over a bed of mashed potatoes. We often serve this in a hamburger bun as like barbecue chicken sandwiches, but this barbecue chicken is so good. You have to try it like this. We also served it alongside of this pizza ranch salad kit. I saw this mini kit at the store. It's like a small mini size salad kit. It's really good. I was so intrigued by that pizza ranch flavor, but it was good. I'll be buying it again. Now we're getting started on this creamy chicken pasta. This one is a classic. So to a big bowl, add in 5 tablespoons of softened cream cheese. I just softened mine, in the microwave to make it the quickest possible way. I also added in a tablespoon of minced garlic, 3 tablespoons of softened butter. I also softened that butter in the microwave as well, but just give this a stir to combine those 3 ingredients together. After you're through with that, you're going to add in 1 packet of Italian dressing seasoning mix. These packets are so delicious. They add such great flavor to your foods as well. Also add in a 10-ounce can of cream of mushroom soup, or any cream of soup you can make or find at the store. Any brand, any type will work. Just give this a stir. After you're through with that, you're going to add in a third a cup of chicken broth and give this a good whisk to combine those ingredients together well. After you're finished with that, you're going to pull out your slow cooker, spray it with nonstick spray, then add in your chicken. I used about 2 pounds of chicken breast, and then over the top of the chicken I added that creamy sauce. Cover this with a lid and let this cook on low for about 6 hours. Once the cooking time is up, just shred up that chicken. I'm shredding up mine in the slow cooker with a meat chopper, but shred up yours however you choose to do so. Over to this pot of boiling water, I'm adding in a half a pound of angel hair pasta, or you could use any pasta that's, buried in your pantry. You could use like penne pasta, spaghetti, you could use anything, but just let it cook according to the package instructions. Once it's cooked, strain it and then add it into your slow cooker. Give this a stir. You want the pasta to get coated in that sauce and the chicken, then you could serve this up. We topped ours with a little bit of black pepper. I had all the right intentions to serve this alongside of some steamed broccoli on this night, but sometimes you just don't have time to make sides, so I just didn't make any sides on this night. But this is such a classic in my house, so delicious. I've been making it for so long. We love it. I'm just sitting here in my bed editing this video that you are watching right now, and I checked my phone and we just hit 1 million subscribers. I feel like I'm going to start crying, so before I go to my closet and start crying, I just want to tell you guys thank you. I started YouTube about 6 years ago, and when I started YouTube, I was filming basically all of my groceries that I got from food stamps and WIC every month because that's basically all I had. So I was filming grocery hauls and recipe videos, and we were just struggling to make ends meet. I didn't tell you guys that back then, but my goal with making my YouTube videos was to make some extra grocery money every month, and I just didn't think I would get to 1 million subscribers. I just want to say thank you to you guys. I know you guys are all in different situations yourselves. I know you're going through different things, but thank you for being here today and watching my video. Thanks for liking me for me. I know it could be quite awkward at times, especially in person. I just don't feel like I'm a typical influencer. So I'm really thankful for you guys, and to say thank you to you, since we can't have a big party all together, in person. For the next 100 orders for my cookbook, I'll be adding a gift card in. They're going to be gift cards for different places, different amounts of money, but I'll be adding 100 gift cards in the next 100 orders. I don't know how many orders I'll be getting today. I might get more than 100. I might get less than 100. Just know if you don't get a gift card, I love you so much. I love all of you, and I'm thinking of you, and I'm so thankful for you guys. Just know I will always be by your side no matter what, and I am always here for you, especially in the comment section. So thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for liking me for me. Thanks for getting us to 1 million subscribers. It's a party for all of us today. I wasn't going to share this yet, but I have a secret for you guys. I have been working on this for well over a year. I have been creating a second cookbook, and this book will be for all dump and go and minimal ingredient recipes. I have been pouring my heart into this book, and my goal is to have it available for you this fall, just fall of this year. I'm still finishing it up as we speak, but I seriously can't wait to share it with you. I really think you're going to be surprised with it. Now let's get on with this recipe. This one is for my meatless meal friends. I have a meatless meal for you today. This is my favorite chili mac. So to your slow cooker, add in 1 diced yellow onion, add in a drained can of kidney beans, a 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I like the petite diced tomatoes. Then a 15-ounce can of chili beans. Any chili beans will work. Then a 15-ounce can of fire roasted diced tomatoes, 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. Then you're going to add in a tablespoon of minced garlic, along with 4 cups of vegetable broth. And then for the seasoning, I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Go ahead and add in 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, a half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of pepper. Or you could add in a tablespoon and a half of taco seasoning just to simplify it a little bit. Give this a stir, and you're going to let this cook on low for about 6 hours. And then once your 6 hours of cooking is up, your house is going to be smelling so good. This chili mac is good all year round. It's not just good, during the colder months. I love making it, when it's a little bit warmer outside too, just because it's that good. But now I'm adding in a half a pound of elbow pasta. You're going to stir that uncooked pasta in, and you're going to let it cook for about 15 to 30 minutes. Pasta varies, every pasta cooks a little bit differently. So that's why I say 15 to 30 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. You don't want it to get mushy, but you definitely want it to get cooked through. Here's what mine's looking like at about the 20-minute mark. We topped ours with a little bit of cheese, cilantro, lime, and some sour cream. This is so delicious, high in protein from those beans. This one's also very affordable and makes so much food. It also makes for a great freezer meal. Now we're making mom's pot roast. That's at least what we like to call it in my house. I grew up on this pot roast when I was younger, and it's just the best, easiest pot roast. It's comfort food to the max for me. But to your slow cooker, add in a half of a sliced yellow onion, and then you're going to add a large chuck roast over the top. I've been seeing chuck roast on sale occasionally at my stores, so I've been buying them and sticking them in my freezer. Anyway, over the top of that, you're going to add a brown gravy seasoning packet, and then a ranch seasoning packet along with a zesty Italian dressing seasoning packet. This is so flavorsome. And then over that, you're going to add 4 cups of sliced carrots, or you could use larger carrots. You could use baby carrots, and then add the rest of that sliced onion, and then 4 medium russet potatoes peeled and cut into larger chunks, 2 cups of beef broth. Cook this on low for about 8 hours. Your house is going to be smelling just the coziest it will ever be smelling. Serve this up. This roast is so tender. Just cook it until it is like fall apart, buttery soft like this. Those veggies are absolutely tender, and they are the most flavorsome slow cooker veggies you will ever make. This is a good one. Now we're getting started on these chicken Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I was skeptical about this one at first, but these turned out so good. To this bowl, we're getting started on the cornstarch slurry to help thicken up the sauce first. It's 3 tablespoons of water mixed with 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Over to a slow cooker, add in about 2 pounds of chicken breast. Cut your chicken breast into strips. And then over the chicken, you're going to add 1 sliced red bell pepper, 1 sliced green bell pepper, 1 sliced onion, and then you're going to add that cornstarch slurry. You're also going to add in 1 cup of chicken broth, and then I totally forgot to add in the seasonings, but make sure you remember to add in these seasonings. It's a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of salt and pepper, and then a half a teaspoon of chili powder. I totally forgot. I apologize. After 5 hours of cooking on low, just grab your hoagie rolls and then open them up. You're going to place slices of mozzarella cheese, or really any cheese in the middle. Place your chicken, peppers, and onions over the cheese, and then you're going to broil this in your oven for about 1 to 2 minutes, or until it is golden brown. We serve this alongside of a Caesar salad. This meal was so yummy, but thank you again for getting us to 1 million subscribers. I truly can't believe it. Thanks for being by my side throughout these past 6 years. Thanks for sharing my videos, commenting, and just supporting. I am so thankful for you. I love you all so much. I know you guys are all going through different things, but just know I'm always here for you. I love you all so much, and thanks for being by my side. I'll always be by your side no matter what you're going through. I would love to have you over here, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video like this. I'll see you there. Bye for now.